Welcome back everyone. So this is PyProTech. So last time what did we learn? We learned about how to create our own Django folder, our own environment, our own project. So today what we are going to learn is how to run this project. That's clearly simple. Let me tell you guys. I'll have a cheat sheet, like I'll make a PDF for you guys. It will be in the link in the description below. You can download it. So there are several commands over there where you can learn. It's highly valuable for like high level projects or maybe even simple level projects. Doesn't matter if you remember those commands. I know you will learn those commands because we're gonna use those commands again till it gets to our heads. So before we get started, just hit the subscribe button, like, share, and get into this video. So for those people who have Macintosh, open a terminal, and my word count underscore project is in my E directory, so I'm just gonna go to my E, and then we have to run the server, and we can't just run the server anywhere. We have to access this file. So we do word count and then underscore project, and there you go. I'm clicking enter, and then I'm in this folder. I'm in this specific folder. So the command I'm gonna use, it would probably be in your cheat sheet. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna do python manage.py and run server. Now if you clearly notice, there's a manage.py. So it's manage. It's a Python file, and if you see there's a manage over here, which is also a Python file. And why did I do my manage.python.py is because this file runs every other command in this Django server. This is probably the most of the powerhouse of those commands you're gonna use. So every other command you're gonna use, there will be a manage.py anywhere. In this command, there will be manage.py. Every other command, there will be manage.py because this is the powerhouse. This controls and makes adjustments into the project. So if I click enter, I'm clicking enter, and boom. Okay, boom. Okay, now it's working. And then boom, the server's running, and then boom, the server's running. So if you just clearly notice, there's another file it just created right now automatically. It's db.sqlite3. Now we will get into that. So if you see, the type over here is sqlite3 file. So let's go to our Google Chrome or web browser. If you have Safari in your Macintosh, open that, and if you clearly notice, there is a address over http and then //127.0.0.1 and then colon and then 8000. So let me tell you guys, this is the local server. So the Django, so this is the server which your Django will run. If you can copy this, then copy this and then put it over here. So it's 127 and it's already over there. I'm going to click enter, and it's loading. It's unfortunately doesn't take this long. Maybe I haven't visited this beautiful page for a long time, and then it's infuriating, isn't it? Load. It's not loading. So I just wait for some time. So basically, until this loads, yes, perfect. It's loaded, but wait a second, I'm just gonna show you something. So if you clearly notice, this is written, you have 17 unapplied migrations. So we will get into that in the next few videos in the course. Just don't look up too much into it. If you want to, then you can go to the documentation. So basically, there's a command in Python where it says python manage.py migrations and make migrations. But for this, you have to do migrations. So what migrations does, it gathers all the files and piles them all up together. So it just backs up the data for further use, and it's really useful. Let me zoom this out. Okay, wait until you go up. All right. So this is the web page where you're gonna see, and this is what I'm seeing, and this is what everyone's gonna see when they run a newly Django server. So if you clearly see, if I open the Google developer tools, I'm just gonna do inspect, and if you see, there's a whole lot of code over here where if I just go to the div, there's a whole lot of code, there's a whole lot of elements and components where it's already there. And this is just probably the default of Django, like default code of Django. So probably in the next video, what you're gonna learn about what are in these files, what are the codes, and which of these files are the most important. I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek. I'm gonna go to my Visual Studio Code. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. So basically, I'm gonna drag this outermost folder and then put it over here. Alright, so it's getting into that folder. Now if you clearly notice, there is nothing new about my Visual Studio Code. I just changed the theme. So basically how I change my theme is basically I do Control K for Windows and do Command K, and after that, if you see over here, it says at the down Control plus K. Okay, it just went out, so you have to do it quick. So it's Control K and then Control P. It's Control K and Control T, and boom. Sorry, it's Control K and Control T. For those people on Macintosh, you do Command K and Command P. And if you see, my theme is Material Theme Darker. So I mean, like Visual Studio Code has already default themes. You can already add that, but I went to extensions and then I did themes. So I did themes, or maybe, for example, I did material icon theme. That's what I searched. So this is basically the thing what you're gonna search. It's a material theme. Just do that and it's gonna come up. This is the theme which I installed. If you clearly see, it says uninstall over here, but it is already installed. So if you download this, it will already be in your Visual Studio Code. And if I just cut this, and if you do Control K and Control T, then all these will show up, which is installed, which you just installed right now. So it makes things much more cooler. So this is basically the folder which you guys are gonna see. So there's settings.py, alright, settings.py, and there's init.py, there's asgi.py, urls.py. So this is probably the sneak peek which I just showed you. So in the next videos, like basically the next video after this, you're gonna learn about which files are gonna be most followed and discussed and most used. So wait for that video. Until then, bachakum.